Alright, and welcome to part 3 of my Jaguar My Team career mode. This episode we are going to be doing the Portuguese Grand Prix. Without further ado, let's get straight into qualifying. And as we transition into the end of Q1, we find ourselves on our third and final lap. We have used up 2 sets of soft tyres already, and it's important, and of sheer importance, that we finish higher up this time, because the last 2 episodes have really struggled. And as the end of Sector 2, we find ourselves 3/10 up on our prior lap, which is good progress. We're now swerving around the final corner, 3/10 up still, and we finished a fine 16, which is good. We got into Q2, but we didn't do that many laps to save our tyres. Dan Ticktum is 17th as well. And now we're at the start of the race. Is lights out, and away we go. From this angle you can't really see us, but as you can see, we have found ourselves in a great position on the inside. We've got a great start right alongside Alonso, right on the back of Tsunoda with Stroll next to us. A bit of contact there. It's a free wide, it's a tight squeeze into these first 2 corners. We're now sitting in a nice 11th place. We're side by side with Vettel already. It's already at the point now where we're having to battle. We're going to have to be careful here. However, we have to dive on the outside. We smash through one of the boards to really make sure we give everyone enough room. Vettel's fallen back as well. Raikkonen and Tsunoda ahead of us. We're right on the back of Vettel. Everyone around us has gone for the soft tyre. We've gone for the medium tyre strategy and try and go for as long as we can on this stint, and then swap to the softs and try and overcut the rest of our competitors. As we finish lap 1 and go into lap 2, we're right on the back of Vettel. We're deploying ERS. We've got the pace on him. We're up alongside him now, going to the first corner. We dive down the inside and we get past Vettel. A great overtake there, past the 4-time world champion. However, going in to lap 2, get further into it, we're taking the last 2, in sector 3, and we're clearing the last 2 corners. We nearly spin out. We catch the car. Vettel swings past us easy. A 4-time world champion is not going to waste an opportunity like that and easily overtakes us again. We swap into lap 4 now. As we go into lap 4, we are right on the back of Vettel and Raikkonen again, even making a little bit of contact on our front wing. Luckily, no damage there. After that prior mistake, with our lack of experience showing, we're going to have to try and overtake Vettel again to reinstate a bit of our pride after that. It was a horrible mistake in lap 2. And we have a lovely little slow-mo shot there for all you videographers out there. As lap 4 ends, we are still in the same position. Everyone around us, the 2 Alpines behind us, 5 seconds for Alonso. And we are settling into a position now where we've still got DRS. We've only got 5% ERS though, really wasting that. Vettel and Raikkonen are battling out in front of us, the 2 ex-Ferrari members and teammates. Vettel squeezes past Raikkonen. Raikkonen has the inside though, but Vettel's right past him. Great overtake there by the 4-time world champion on Raikkonen, the former world champion as well. We have ERS. Ocon is on our inside. It's non-stop action. We go deep on the brakes. We hold our position. Ocon tucks in behind us again. We are now going into lap 7. We're going to have to switch on to DRS. Raikkonen is now our next target. ERS is on. We've only got 2% of ERS. We've really wasted that on the first couple of laps, pushing in these medium tyres. We go, we're pushing too hard. We nearly spin out again. We have to catch it, hitting that curb too hard. You're really struggling. These medium tyres do not seem to be working for us. We get DRS again, luckily. And we are boxing this lap, as you can see. With these medium tyres, there just doesn't seem to be pace there for us on this car. So let's see how this pit stop works out. The last 2 pit stops have been around 2.2 on the average. And as you can see, no one else is pitting. We're going for the undercut now. Our strategy has had to change with how poorly we've been performing. Luckily, our pit stop crew managed to pull off a 1.8, which might put us ahead of the people that were in front of us, Raikkonen and Vettel.
Let's get some heat into those tyres.
And as we switch forward now, going in to lap 9, where we've had 2 pit stops already. We are pushing hard.
Yellow flag.
We're already ahead of Alonso and Latifi, which is good. We're going to come out in front of Raikkonen. We are. We're out in front of Raikkonen. We managed to do the undercut. We're going to have to go a bit more further on these tyres. Ooh, just our luck as well. The McLaren has broke down. Ricciardo's in the side right there.
Green flag.
That means we are up into P13, which is a good showing with how poorly and how many mistakes we're doing. Again, we go around to the next pit stop stint, and we are ahead of Stroll, Giovinazzi and Leclerc. We are now 10th. We sit behind Vettel and Tsunoda. We've managed to make up a lot of places with that strategy, luckily. It wasn't working out. However, into lap 11, we now find ourselves right behind Tsunoda and Vettel. It seems Tsunoda has a problem. As we switch to a wider helicopter angle, we're right on the back of Vettel. We have to make this opportunity count. Vettel has been showing more pace than us, so we're going to have to make sure we dip our noses right on the inside of Vettel. We're alongside Tsunoda now.
Nice move.
We're pretty much ahead of him. We're ahead of Tsunoda. We're deploying all our ERS. We've managed to save it. We're ahead of Tsunoda and Vettel. Double overtake on one corner. That was fantastic showing. Finally, a bit of lights going our way. Vettel, though, is right back on the attack. He's on the outside. He's got the racing line. We dive on the inside. A bit of dirty drive in there. We clip the corner and the curb. This time, we managed to go straight over it and pass Vettel. Sainz is 13 seconds ahead. We skip to the end of lap 15. Sainz is too far ahead to even be mentioned to be part of our race today. As you can see, we are the only person on softs where everyone around us is on medium. They probably went for the better option, you would think, statistically. However, these soft tyres are going to be faster right now, but more degraded. So Vettel, for the last couple of laps, will be right on the back of us and will be battling hard. So we've got to make sure we look after our tyres for these last couple of laps. However, we are going to show a level of consistency, hopefully, which we haven't seen for the rest of the episode. So we now are diving into the last lap of the race.
This is your final lap.
Vettel is around 0.5 seconds behind us, but he's gaining by about a tenth every lap. We're going to skip further into the lap. This is the deadly corner where many people spin on because they put too much on the throttle too quickly. We managed to keep our car well. Lewis Hamilton is the race winner. The Silver Arrows continuing their dominance from prior seasons and seasons going forward, possibly. However, forget about Hamilton, we're now focusing on our race. We're going through the last couple of corners in Sector 3. Vettel is right on the back of us, he's 0.3 seconds. He could get DRS and get to the line. We tuck on the right to make sure there's no slipstream, and we finish 8th. Our first point performance of the calendar, and we are driver of the day. A fantastic drive, go from 16th to 8th. We half our deficit and managed to finish in 8th. Great point performance as we see the two Silver Arrows and Max Verstappen on the podium. Thank you for watching this episode. Finally, we managed to pull off a point finish. We finished 8th, and as you can see, Dan Ticktum, our teammate, finishes 14th. Not a bad showing. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications.